It's time to move and be humbled. Now, Keanu Reeves optimizes the idea of movie star genetics, and the 58-year-old man who doesn't age is still in tip-top shape ahead of the release of John Wick Chapter 4. So, what is his secret? Well, it's definitely got to do with movement and somewhat of a recipe when it comes to martial arts too. Now, he practices Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and Judo, some of his favorite practices and disciplines. And martial arts can decrease stress, anxiety, and depression. It improves your mood as well as aerobic capacity, as well as increasing energy, stamina, improving flexibility, your balance, agility, even strengthens your muscles. So, like, ticking so many boxes. So we're gonna give you a little taster of that and what you can expect. So here to take us through some of the routines that Reeves would do to stay fit in his jiu-jitsu world. We've got instructor, the master, Thabit Domingo in the house, and his young Padawan, Jody, joining him as well. I'm scared and intimidated because, guys, jiu-jitsu is no game. Firstly, how you doing, man?
All good, thank you. Thank you so much for having us. Hi, guys, I'm Thabit. This is Jody. We are coaches and instructors at the Resilience Jiu Jitsu Academy based in the southern suburbs in Claremont. Super excited to be here this morning.
Lekker, man. And I'm probably definitely after this going to be joining you for some more sessions out in Claremont.
But
I know there's so much involved in this game. When it comes to like maybe exercising or getting prepared for it, maybe to put you on the spot, what's like one sort of a go-to exercise or movement that can really like enhance our jiu-jitsu ability or get us like more conditioned for the game? Do you have anything for us?
Absolutely. Okay, so this is a movement that we like to do in jiu-jitsu, but this is really important for all martial arts. This movement is called the Upa. So we start on our back right now. Jody's going to pull her heels up toward her butt. And really simple, but this engages so many muscle groups. So when we do the Upa, she's going to start to thrust her hips up into the air. Okay. This starts to engage her core, her glutes, her hip flexors, as well as her hamstrings. These are all important muscle groups for jiu-jitsu and really for martial arts in general. And to finish the movement now, Jody's going to reach over her far shoulder and touch the ground.
What's that, like
really
a little
simple.
Bit of mobility included in that as
Yes,
well?
and also spine rotation. So for striking martial arts, what's really important is a lot of the power comes from your hips. When you punch, when you kick, all that force and power comes from your hips.
Okay.
In jiu-jitsu, the hips and the core is super important because that's where we generate all of our leverage from. So I'll ask Jody to do this again. She's going to Upa, reach over her shoulder, and touch. Beautiful. And the other side. Really easy movement. Very nice. We do this for jiu-jitsu to warm up. But again, really important movement for all martial arts.
Yeah, and I can imagine, like, sorry to interrupt you, but guys at home that are maybe trying this right now, this is great for stimulating the glutes, the posterior chain, getting the mobility, thoracic twisting. So even if you don't do jiu-jitsu, you can definitely benefit from this exercise, right?
100%.
I love it.
You can do this for time. You can do the set a timer and go for 1 minute, or you can do it for sets. You know, you go 10 repetitions, 3 sets, nice warm-up. We do this
Add this in your arsenal of movements and
100%.
jiu-jitsu fit. I love it.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, let me. And
really
again, I see if generally when it comes to jiu-jitsu, you guys aren't wearing shoes. Should I take mine off?
Yes, please.
Safety first. I like that. Okay.
So we practice jiu-jitsu without the shoes.
Okay.
The mat we call the tatami, or the training area.
All right. So in that bridge position, you're bringing my heels close to the buttocks.
Yes.
All right. So
and now
bridging.
Thrusting the hips up into the air.
Yes. Feeling those glutes already.
Yeah.
And now reaching over
the shoulder and touching as far as you can. Beautiful. Look, you're natural.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. And we bring the butt back down to the floor, and then we thrust and move up over to the other side. Excellent.
Oh, man, that feels good. I'm getting a stretch in the lat even. The glutes are working. This is proper stuff. But, man,
lovely.
I love exercising, but also, obviously, as you saw earlier, I love to move and get involved. Do you have any, like, demos for us? Because I know jiu-jitsu is such a tactful, mind-mastering game when it comes to moving your body in such unique ways.
Absolutely.
You got a little demo for us, man?
Absolutely. So jiu-jitsu is chess on the mat, right? And in the trailer that we just saw, Keanu Reeves, John Wick, speaks about jiu-jitsu, and as he's doing that, show on the floor, please.
Yeah, I saw that scene, and he's literally above the person.
Yeah.
Kind of like grounding and pounding there, yeah?
In that scene, he pulls the leg over, he steps up, and he's seated on top of his opponent. This position in jiu-jitsu is called the mount position.
And this is something I've been in that I could not get out of.
Yeah, this
the
is
weight
tough.
on your hips is insane.
Yes.
Okay.
Super tough, okay? And what's also critical about this position, it's really bad for the bottom person, but really, really strong for the top person.
Okay.
Why? Person at the bottom, you can't pull your arms back to punch. The ground's there. So every time you try and rotate, boom, you can't. You're going to hit the ground. Secondly, look at the difference in height. Jody's fist can never reach my face. Now, we might be thinking, well, Jody's shorter than you, and she's got shorter limbs than you.
Yeah.
No, not true. Look, we'll switch around. So look, same story now. If I try and stretch my fist, I can never reach her face.
And your arms are a lot longer.
And my arms are longer, but look how easily hers can reach mine.
She's so
Now, if you're wondering why, all Jody needs to contend with here is the length of my arm. But I am actually dealing with the length of her entire torso, from her shoulder all the way down to her knee.
Yeah.
Now, if she was like, let's say, a midget, and she was all the way down like this, and I could reach, she can easily lift her hips up, and now we're out of range again.
Nice.
So really bad for me, really strong for her. Also, from this position, there's not much I can do. My arms are here, easy for her to pin my arms, and I'm going to be defenseless. From here, Jody can throw fists, she can throw hammer fists, she can throw elbows. It's going to be really bad. She can strangle me. Yeah, she can bang my head, she can gouge my eyes. Really bad for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get stuck in this position, not good for us. A lot of people never been here before.
Yeah, what do you do, man? What do you do?
You'll have to invite us back on the show for lesson number 2. Okay, but what we want to demonstrate today is John Wick uses this position, and Jiu Jitsu is actually a very big part of his skill set. So when we mount it on top of an opponent like this, what we usually want to do is be nice and wide and low with our base. This gives us excellent base and makes it a lot tougher for the person on the bottom to bump you off. Yes.
And Jody's a lot lighter than you, but still using her weight to a big advantage, right?
100%. Now, usually what would happen from this situation is people don't like this, you're too close, I can't breathe, I'm feeling smothered, and people would usually start from this position to push you off, like this. Now, in Jiu Jitsu, this is called extension of the limbs. When you do this against a trained Jiu Jitsu fighter, this will be the result. Okay.
Oh, snap. What just happened? Whoa, Jody just stepped it up again. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
all right,
so
nice.
A little bit complicated for our lesson today. So what we'll do is the following. Another common reaction here is that your opponent starts to turn over because they think, yes, if I can roll over onto my belly, I can stand up and shake the person off.
Okay.
Not a good idea. When this happens in Jiu Jitsu, Jody will slip her legs underneath. She'll go to a movement called the seat belt, where she can control my back. She'll roll me over, and now she'll strangle me and finish the fight.
Nice,
Okay.
Jody. All right.
Very powerful sequence, but a really easy sequence for a beginner to learn. So let's give it a shot.
Absolutely love it. All right, before I get into this,
Yes.
Mzansi, of course, you have just seen how powerful and how important Jiu Jitsu is when it comes to training and also encouraging movement. Now, John Wick is something we are all just so caught up on right now, and you've seen that one of the movements that he encourages to get him fit and keep him young is Jiu Jitsu. So while I'm attempting this right now, this is something for you guys to maybe consider, because what I'm seeing right now is a powerful woman doing powerful, incredible things and defending herself at the same time. For anybody that's out there, get involved in this. But let me come down here. What am I doing exactly?
Cool, man. You can sit on top of the belly button.
On top?
Yeah, let's say you've just gotten to the best place in the fight. You're mounted on top of me right now. Okay, so first things first, we want to be nice and wide with our arms. Beautiful. Because if I try and bump you off now, you've got good base.
Block you, yeah. I feel that. Okay.
Okay, now let's go to the movement that we just did.
Yep.
When I start to roll over to the side, the key here is not to stop me from moving. If I want to expose my back, let me. So all you're going to do is open up your knee and move with me. Beautiful. Excellent. Now I end up in a far worse position, yeah? Because now I can't see the attacks. I can't defend my head intelligently. Yes, you can punch me, strangle me. Bad place for me to be. So the hands go on top on the floor here. Perfect. Now, as I start to lift my butt and my hips off the ground, you're going to slip your legs underneath my hips. These are called hooks in Jiu Jitsu.
Okay.
So as I lift up, you slip the hooks inside. Beautiful. Okay. Now you're a little bit high up on my back. So we're going to do an adjustment. You're going to push off your hands and put your hips on top of my hips. Perfect. Excellent. Now, we're almost done. Now we're going to control the upper body using a movement called the seat belt. So like the seat belt of a car, you're going to put one arm over my shoulder, and you can put your weight on my back, don't worry, like this. Okay. And the other arm goes under my armpit. Beautiful. And you grab your arms together. Lovely. Now let's stay where we are. I'm going to roll over. Excellent.
Yes!
Okay. Now, you're stuck on my back like a backpack right now, okay? Really tough for me to move. Now, let's go to finish the fight from this position.
Okay.
So you're going to put your elbow position underneath my jaw, like this. Excellent. And now the hand goes onto the bicep. Perfect. And you put your knuckles behind my head.
Oh, geez, that's proper.
Excellent.
I feel strong.
Now we're going to start to strangle.
Yeah.
Hey, nice. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well done.
As you can see, so much fun being had here. Reach out to these people if you want to get more competent and jiu-jitsu fit. But we're carrying on with a Keanu Reeves for Skrik Day and celebrating everything happening this weekend in light of John Wick 4. Thank you so much, Jody.
Thank you
You're
for having us,
awesome.
guys.
Thank you, Tabit.
Beautiful. You did really well.
Enjoy it, Mzansi.